All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Malak La'ab back with a quick hit edification lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So before I get into this lesson facing the east, I'm going to give all the praise, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and Thawada Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Wa Barakatah Yahweh Shem Al Shai, again for the spirit of the Rekak Wadash upon me yet another day to continue to feed and edify the flock of the Lord, working the work of him that sent me, and to continue to give diligence to make my calling and election sure. And I just wanted to get a quick lesson going into, this video I watched of this dude, Dabu77, right? And, this new documentary that's coming out November the 21st called The Disclosure, right? And ultimately what they're saying is UFOs, UAPs, right, are extraterrestrial beings, right, with no understanding. We understand what these things are, right? The beginning of the downfall of our enemy, man, in which the Heavenly Father, he has these angels out here, man. He has, right, his eyes out here, right, in the chariots, right, the swift clouds, right, in which Yahweh Shai says he's coming with the clouds, right? And ultimately it's for the destruction and the downfall of our enemies, man. And Esau knows it, man, right? Those elites, they know exactly, right, what these things are, man, right? So they're going to come with whatever tactics, right? We understand not to be ignorant of Satan's devices, right? We understand about Project Bluebeam and all these different things, right? And also different technology that Esau holds. But also we know that that's not compared to the technology or the strength of Yahweh Shema Shai, in which the Heavenly Father has the curse, right? With that is written, right, in Zechariah, the 5th chapter, right? These so-called UFOs, right? But the chariots of the Most High, that's to come unto this disobedient land, man, to cut this place off, man, right? And they're going to be sent, and they're going to be seen more and more in these days, and ultimately for that great day in which we are hoping to be a part of and to be delivered, right? When Yahweh Shai comes and cracks the skies open, man. Right, so I don't want Ratzazan. This lesson could be edifying, exhorting, and comforting. Let me pull up the video real quick. I'm just going to play a little bit out of both these videos real quick. So, Lucky, and we know about the commercials.
Instances of something operating in the airspace over restricted nuclear facilities, and it's not ours.
Right, and he's referencing this new movie, or this documentary, like I said, that's coming out, right, The Disclosure.
Then who is it? What is it? What's about to happen? Is the big show about to commence? It seems that everything's lined up for such a scenario. They're dropping this new video called The Age of Disclosure on November 21st. This is in the window where we're going to have multiple heavenly bodies in our solar system in a retrograde, which means a lot to them. This is also going to be a time where this three-eye atlas is coming out on the other side of the sun, and there's a lot of mystery surrounding it. It seems that in this documentary, Age of Disclosure, there's going to be a lot of big-time breadcrumbs dropped, and these breadcrumbs are getting bigger and bigger till they're going to be like full pieces of bread being thrown out there. And they're just waiting to see when the people are going to bite on what's happening here. They've softly been disclosing all of this stuff ever since the UFO thing in Jersey.
But we know what these things are, man. They're not UFOs, UAPs, right? They're the chariots of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So, like he was referencing, there's a new documentary that's coming out November the 21st, right? The Age of Disclosure, right? And guess what? Esau's going to come with so-called disclosure of UAPs or UFOs. He's not going to tell the truth about them, right? That they're the angels, the vehicles of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, right? The deliverance for us, right? The children of Israel, how we're going to be delivered and how he's going to be cut off, right? But yet, these things are put out here, that we might believe, man, right? Because we know what these things are. We know what the Heavenly Father has coming, right? So be on the lookout, right, for this documentary, right? November the 21st, right? The Age of Disclosure, right? And understand, not being ignorant of Satan's devices, and we know exactly what these things are. So I'll start here in the book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 3. The eyes of Adonai Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good, and the eyes of the Heavenly Father are the angels, man. The Heavenly Father uses the angels, man, to send out the report, man. right? Angels on the right hand side and on the left hand side, the Heavenly Father has to do his bidding, man. Right? They go to and fro, right? Up and down, right? Like the account in Job, the 1st chapter, man. Right? So the Heavenly Father's eyes are the angels, man, and they're throughout the 4 corners of the earth, and they're making themselves known more and more in these days. Right? The curse that goeth forth, right, from the Heavenly Father upon, right, this whole earth, man, the face of the whole earth, and especially upon Babylon, America. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 3. Then said he unto me, this, so like, let me read up. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll, right? Because that's a description, right, that they were able to give back then, man, right? They didn't have, right, these terms that we have now, man, right? The different prophets, right? The men that had and seen the visions, right? So what he said was that he seen a flying roll. Right, and so that is the UFOs, right? And the Lord said the clouds, right, to liken unto clouds, rolls, right? And it says in verse 2, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, and the length thereof is 20 cubits. And it says, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, the angel unto Zechariah, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that standeth shall be cut off. So like for everyone that stilleth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And as it is written, man. Right? And who's more wicked, or who steals more than Esau, man? Right? Or who lies, right, more, or swears falsely more than Esau, man? Right? So the Heavenly Father is going to allow Esau to be totally destroyed by way of these nuclear warheads that are going to be sent forth, and also to be cut off by way of the chariots, man, the vehicles of Yahweh Shema Shai, right, and the angels, man. And so it says in verse 4, I will bring it forth, and saith out of one of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And it says, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. And there you go. Where's the house of the thief? Esau, Edom, right? Who did he steal? Right? Who does Esau have in his hands right now? The children of Israel. Esau goes around killing, stealing, and destroying. Right? Esau, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? And it says, into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, right? Because Esau says, right, God bless America, right? That God gave him this place, right? And he did, just to destroy you, to dethrone you, right? And shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Thus saith the Lord, man. This place is going to be burnt, man, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 18 and verse 14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. The Heavenly Father has it in for Esau, man. Right? Esau and his confidence, his strength, his military, right? His great empire that this man has built, right? That's going to be rooted out, thus saith the Lord, right? Of his tabernacle, right? Where Esau dwell. And it says, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. And that's who the Heavenly Father Yahweh is, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, the king of terrors, man. Right? So Esau's terrified seeing these different UFOs, right? Going to these nuclear facilities and him not being able to do anything about it, man. Right? They know that they can't fight against Yahweh Shema Shai, but they're going to fight, man. Right? The Heavenly Father's going to put that the Heavenly Father has that spirit on Esau, more proud than them all, man. Right? To think that they're going to be able to come up against, right, Yahweh Shai when he comes, as he says, he's coming with the clouds, man. Every eye is going to see him, man. Right? He's coming with these so-called UFOs, man. Right there, the chariots. Right? He's coming with the multitudes of the hosts of heaven, man. Right? The angelic forces. Right? So let's go here. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 30. And these are the words of Yahweh Shamashiach. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And that's the time that's coming soon. And Esau knows it, man. Right? So he's trying to prepare himself. Right? And ultimately, they're not going to be able to win against the fight with Yahushua, man. You're not, man. Yahushua is coming with great power and authority, man. And with the powers of heaven. And it says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound. And after that, we're going to be gathered. A sound of a great trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, man. And also those are our deliverance, right? So the curse that go off over the whole earth, right, is to cut off the wicked, right? These chariots will be used for, and also, right, they're the chariots of our salvation, the vehicles of how and which we're going to be saved through. When Yahushua comes, he said he's coming with the clouds. Right, and everyone's going to see him, even those that pierced him. Let me go here. This is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. He cometh, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so among. There you go. And even Esau, when that time come, man, and he know he through, man, man, he gonna be the main one wailing, man. Right? Because his kingdom is done, man. And he knows it, man. Right? So it's gonna be more chariot sightings, man. Right? It's gonna be more chariot sightings, right, around these damn nuclear facilities, around these different areas of war. Right, Yahweh Shemal Shai and the holy angels are making their presence known and more in these days. Ultimately, to destroy, right, the wicked, right, and ultimately too, right, at the end of that, right, to bring us the salvation of our souls. I don't want Ratazah, all of us brothers and sisters that believe in our households, right. So we gotta continue to look up, lift up our heads, and understand that our redemption draweth nigh, man. Right, when we see these things, we understand for ourselves, man. Right, let everybody else be deceived, right, with this this documentary that's coming out that Esau's going to try to come with, right, this Age of Disclosure documentary that's coming out in November the 21st, man. But we know exactly what these things are, and guess what? Our salvation is near to come. So like I said, just a quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai and Adawan Ratazah. You brothers and sisters are edified, exhorted, and comforted. I'm going to go ahead facing the east and continue to give all the praise, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right, the water Yahweh Shemal Shai, again, for the spirit of the Rakako Dash upon me to continue to feed and edify the flock, continue to work the work, and continue to give diligence to make my calling and election sure. So you brothers continue to do your part. You brothers and sisters continue to faith. DTA, Ababa Ball, and Kwame Asharala. Peace to you, kings, you princesses, as always. Yahweh Shemal Shai, Barakatham, Shalom.